Hey guys, it's Jerome and it is Friday, which means I'm back with another video. Before you guys comment on it, yes, I know I have a very blank background today. No shoes, no computer over here, but that's because we're in the process of moving. This might be one of the last videos that I shoot at this apartment before we go to North Carolina, but I wanted to go ahead and film it today because I am very excited for today's video. As most of you know, I'm starting my MBA soon, and what does every good college student need to be successful? A good laptop. Up until this point, I had planned on using this, my 2018 iPad Pro with Magic Keyboard as my main laptop. I really do love this iPad, and if I'm giving away all of my secrets, I've actually even edited most of the videos over the last 9 weeks on this iPad. And as much as I do love this iPad, there's just certain things that a laptop is just so much better for, and I still see myself going back to my old 2014 MacBook Pro to just do small, mediocre tasks. So that being said, I decided to get a new laptop for my MBA program, and I'm gonna unbox it for you guys. Guess I don't need this anymore. First off, before we get into the unboxing, can you guys guess what kind of computer I got? Go ahead, take a second, pause the video, put your guesses in the comments below, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. Honestly, if you guys know me at all, this should be such an easy question to answer. So, without further ado, let's see what I got. Are you ready for the big reveal? Of course I got the 2020 MacBook Pro. Duh. I'm such an Apple fanboy, it doesn't even matter what they make. I'll buy anything. So for some of you tech-savvy people that might be wondering about the specs, let's just very briefly go over that. Like I said, this is the 13-inch model, and it's got a 10th gen Ice Lake Intel processor. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM, and it's got a 512 gigabyte SSD for storage. And that's all we're gonna talk about for specs, because this isn't a computer video. Let's get to my favorite part, unboxing. I love unboxing these Apple computers because they always have these nice little tabs. You don't even need a knife or anything to open it. Ooh, so satisfying. Look at that. Like any good unboxing video, let's put this computer to the side and see what else is in this box. Looks like we have a USB-C charging cable. Looks like we have a big power adapter to charge the computer with. And do we have any Apple stickers in here? We do. And I don't know if you can tell on the video there, but they're in space gray. And that's it. That's the rest of the stuff in the box. Boring. Let's get rid of those. Now, it's time for the exciting part. Ooh. It's always so satisfying. This looks really nice. Now that we have it unwrapped, let's go ahead and turn it on. Ooh, didn't even have to touch any buttons. It turns on its own. Now, while we wait for this computer to turn on, let's talk about why I decided to get this specific computer. Other than the fact that I'm an Apple sheep and I will blindly buy any product it is that they make, I've also been using a Mac as my personal laptop for about a decade now. And compared to the PC that I used for work for the last 2 years, I don't know, I just still prefer the ease of use of the Mac. In my opinion, it really is the ultimate personal computer, and even though they are quite expensive, I used my last Mac for about 6 years, and I used it probably daily, so in one sense, you could think of it as a pretty good investment. One of the biggest annoyances about the MacBook Pro is the fact that it only has 4 USB-C ports, and that's it. That's all it has. It doesn't have any SD card readers, it doesn't have a regular USB port, nothing. So, who could forget a USB-C hub that I also got from Amazon. Clearly the wrapping on this is not nearly as elegant as Apple's, but that's okay. And that's it, just like it sounds. We've got a USB-C port here. It's gonna plug into one side of the Mac. And then you've got 3 USB ports here. You've got an SD card, micro SD card, and very hard to see, but an HDMI input as well. Now, if you're thinking about getting a Mac in the next year or so, there is another thing you need to consider. Apple announced earlier this year that they were going to be transitioning away from the Intel processors to making their own computer processors to put into all of their products. You can think about that as them wanting to better control the chips that are going into their products. This way they can make their processors more efficient and better optimized specifically for a Mac. So should you get this computer right now like I did, or should you just wait a year? Well, that kind of depends. If you need a new computer right now, whether it's that you're starting college or your old computer just crapped out on you and it doesn't work anymore, then yes, by all means, get this computer because it will be fantastic. But if that's not the case and you can wait a year or two, then I'd say wait, because once Apple changes out those processors, these computers are inevitably going to get better. And just like that, we have a brand new MacBook Pro. Anyways, guys, that was a really long-winded explanation and probably more information than you wanted. But that's it for this week's video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. And also make sure you check out mine and Nisha's podcast, Barely Indian. You can get it on all podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you even want to watch the ad-free video version, you can get that right here on this YouTube channel on Mondays. That's all I have for this week, guys, so I'll catch you next time. Peace.